Hi, friends, welcome. The greatest mistake that every human being makes by thinking of himself to be the body, by mistaking himself to be the body. We, most of the time, when we get pained or we get pleasure or the whole range of emotions that's being triggered in ourselves, we as they are triggered, we always get to attach with those emotions and think of those emotions to be ourselves. We immediately get identified with those emotions that those are being triggered within ourselves. We are attached to the body, we are attached to the mind, and we are attached to the intellect and the whole area of this bodily conditioning. We are terribly being conditioned to be thinking of ourselves to be body, which is the greatest misconception of every human being. That's why we always, from the very beginning to the end, we always suffer. We never get rid of our suffering, and we never be able to get to that eternal peace and beingness, which is our birthright, should I say, which every human being should get. But the cultural background or the academic or educational background is structured in such a way that most of the people, they don't get get to introduce the idea of their true self in their entire life. They spend the life in dogmas, in illusion. Most of the people's life in the world based on illusion. If you pay closer look, you'll find people are too much carried out with emotions, with every different kinds of emotion, be it pleasurable or painful. We always dwell within this two different kinds of emotion. We consider it to be ourselves. That is the greatest mistake. If you pay attention deeply within yourself, there is only one way that you can get to your core. You know your true self. There is only one way. It is by being attentive, being aware of who you are. Every single moment, every single moment of your life, that every act that you do, every situation that you are in, whatever the circumstances that you are surrounded by, you have to be aware of everything. And gradually, as you be aware, gradually you see that there is a predominant, fundamental, solid structure of awareness is building up within yourself, and you find yourself to be something else than which you have been thought of yourself to be so far. You end up understanding the misconception about yourself, that oh my god, for so long time of my life I've thought of myself to be emotions, bodies, minds, pleasure, pain, whatever the uh, emotion is triggered in myself. I have immediately identified with that and thought this is the I, this is the ego. Ego immediately connects with the emotion and labels itself to be the emotion that is surfacing, that is dominating. Scientists say that we deal with the emotions of trillions per day. Millions and zillions of thoughts arise and dissolves within ourselves on a daily basis, on everyday basis. And we always get ourselves, with the very fundamental of ourselves, always get to lose ourselves within uh, that vicious circle, uh, that mess of thought, emotions, and perceptions. But we never get to the core. We never go further, more deeper within ourselves to find out who we truly are. That's why I push you more and more to go deeper and deeper and that can only happen by observing yourself only. And that's why I call you. Then don't see it to be a practice. Don't treat it as a practice. Just treat this thing as a daily normal, natural thing, natural phenomena that's happening with you. Take it easily. Go easy with it. And as you go deeper, as you build up a sort of command of consciousness, as you build up a strong grip of consciousness within yourself, you gradually realize, should I say, realization realizes that there is only this pure being, pure, untouched by thoughts and emotions, free, infinite, stainless being is only there, on which everything seems to be floating around. All these appearances are seeing these things, everything, every appearances floating like a cloud over the surface of consciousness, and that consciousness is you universally. There is no you or my or someone else's consciousness. There is only one consciousness, as there is only one space. Consciousness is also cannot be divided into one or two or multiple. So the first thing you should do is to pay attention on your bodily and mentally activities. Gradually, as you go along, you'll end up discovering something totally different. Something extraordinary phenomena will happen. You'll discover yourself to be in a completely different zone, different arena. You'll know yourself to be something else. That misconception will go away. It's all because of misconception. As they say, that the cause of all suffering is our ignorance, and ignorance is being triggered by the wrong perception of things. With the right understanding, you get to the light of knowledge. As the knowledge springs, the eternal peace follows.